Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a bit of a ridiculously epic haul for you guys, but this one's not my normal book hauls because it is all digital ebooks. So I was watching oh wow, I can't think of her name now. Woody Novels, I think it is, or Whitney Novels, or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with remembering YouTube names. Video the other day, and I saw that she said that she had gotten a book. Sorry if I'm looking down, I've got like my list of books here. Gotten a book called Talented by Sophie Davis, and the author had told her that for the time being that her book was free to download on all digital platforms. And normally I hate digital books because my preference is a physical book. I like having physical books in my hand to read, but because most of my books, when I take them to work to read on like my lunch break or on the bus on the way home or whatever, they end up getting damaged in my bag. So I thought, well, maybe I should just try digital books, and that way I can have my books on my iPad or my iPhone, and I can read them, and then I won't have to worry about my physical books getting damaged. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. So I went on to iBooks on my iPad, and I went a little crazy because I downloaded 78 free books. I didn't pay for any of them, they were all free on iBooks. And yeah, so I'm just going to kind of get started with this now. Obviously, because they are digitals, I'm going to have to post I'll put like a pic for each book sort of, I don't know, up here somewhere, so that you guys can see it. Sorry, itchy eye, got allergies. And yeah, so I'm going to get started. So the first book that I downloaded was Starstruck in Seattle by Juliet Madison, and I believe this is a romantic comedy, and I'm pretty sure it's a novella. I'm not sure exactly what that particular book is about, but it had like a good rating on iBooks, like the stars. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. It seems, seems interesting. The second book that I downloaded was Awakening by K.A. Young, and this book is the first book in the Valkyrie, I think that's how you pronounce it, Valkyrie Diaries. I have no idea what it's about, honestly. Most of these books, I don't know what they're about, because most of these books I've never heard of, but I love reading these types of books because I just feel like a lot of these books don't get a lot of recognition, and they turn out to be really great books. So I got that one. Then I downloaded Soul Catcher by E.L. Todd, and that is book 1 in the Soul Saga series. Now this one, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe this is about a young guy who works for a lady trying to protect people's souls and protect them from evil or something to that effect. I think that's what that one's about, but I'm not 100% certain. The next one I downloaded was Forbidden Mind by, and this one I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, Karpov, Kinrade. I'm not sure. I'll put the name in here somewhere so you guys can see it. And it is book 1 in the Forbidden Trilogy, and it is a paranormal book of sorts. I'm not sure what, but yeah. Then I have Young Annabelle by Sarah Tork, and it is book 1 in the Young Annabelle series. I'm not 100% sure what this one's about, but I believe it's about a young girl in high school, but that's as much as I know. The next book is Kissed by Moonlight by Adrianne Brooks, and it is book 1 in the Wild Hunt series. And again, I have no idea, so I'm just reading all my notes I have here. about these, and I'm not really going into too much detail as well. I could, because I've got Goodreads on my computer behind me, well, behind the camera that is, but this would be a really long video if I did, because it's like 78 books I've got here. So yeah, the next book is Seven Sons by Lili St. Germain. No idea what that one's about. The next book is The Viking by Marti Talbott. I have heard of this book. I have heard good things about this book, but I don't actually know what this book is about. So anyway, getting back to my books. The next book that I downloaded is called Ethan's Mate, which is the I think the book is called Ethan's Mate, and then it's book 1 in the Vampire Coalition series by J.S. Scott. I think that's what it's called, or that's how it goes. I'm not really sure, but obviously it's a vampire book. You know, I love my vampire books. The next book I downloaded was The Medium by C.J. Archer, and it is... I'm not sure what book in the series this is because I couldn't find it. I believe it's book 1 in an Emily Chambers Spirit Medium novel series, but I'm not 100% sure. And I believe what this book is about is a girl who, I guess, sees spirits or something like that, and another girl dies, and she's supposed to help find the girl's murderer. I think that is what this book is about. And this is kind of a very similar storyline to a couple of other books that I have read in the past as well, so I thought that it would be an intriguing read. So I got that one. Then I got Deviant by Callie Hart. Know nothing about that book. The next one is Untouched by Melody Grace. Again, nothing. I know nothing. I'm really sorry, guys. And a lot of authors in this list of books that I have here I've never heard of, so I'm really excited to try these things. The next one is Lost and Found, and I believe this is book 1 in the Growing Pain series by K.F. Breene. I think that's how you pronounce the person's last name. Then I downloaded Broken Promises by Dawn Pendleton. I have actually heard good things about that book, but I don't really know what it's about. But yeah, so that's that one. And excuse me, I'm gonna have a quick drink break. I know this is really bad for me, but this is my favorite drink at the moment, the Mother Green Storm drinks. Oh, it's dripping all over me, but I love this drink. I drink it like all the time. And yes, I know it's really bad for me, but whatever. Then I downloaded Devour by Lucia Jordan, and it is the first book in a series. I'm not sure what the series is called. Then I downloaded The Keeping by Nicky Charles, The Finding by Nicky Charles, and I'm not sure, but I think those two books, The Keeping and The Finding, could be a part of the same series, I think. I'm probably really wrong there, but I think that's what it is. The next book is Her Dark Angel by Felicity Heaton, and it is book 1 in Her Angel series. Love angel books. Just gonna have to say, my favorite angel book is Maximum Ride, The Angel Experiment by James Patterson. So ever since I read that book, I've just been a little bit obsessed with angel books. Gotta love the angel books. Then I got Bonded by Nicky Charles. Again, I think that could be a part of the other series, I'm not sure. Then I have The Key by Jennifer Ann Davis. And I will admit that one was a cover download. I mean, it's not like a super great cover or anything, but the cover just kind of drew me in. And I'm a sucker for covers. I cover buy the shit out of my books all the time. Most of my books are bought because of the covers. But yeah, then I got Perfectly Flawed by Nessa Morgan. And we're up to like my 21st book here, people. And then I got Heat of the Hunt by Lara Adrianne. And Lara Adrianne, this book is written as Tina St. John, which is Lara Adrianne writing as that author, and it is, I believe it's book 1 in the Dragon Chalice series. I'm not 100% sure though if it is book 1, I just know it is a part of that series, and I do like Dragon series as well, so I thought that would be a good download, and I do have a couple of books by Lara Adrianne already, so I downloaded that. Then I got Curse by Cassie O'Dell, and it is book 1 in the Cursed Magic series, which I thought would be good because I think it's about witches. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it's about, and I kind of want to get a little bit more into witch books because I don't have a lot. If anything, I want to say a majority of my book collection is actually vampires because I'm a sucker for vampires, but you know. Then I downloaded Love is Darkness by Caroline Hanson, and I believe this is book 1 in the Valerie Dearborn series. Not quite sure though if it's about the book, like what order it is in the series. I think it's book 1. Then I downloaded The Beauty in Between Too Close by Liliana Anderson, and this is a novella. I'm pretty sure the series is the Too Close series. I'm not 100% sure though because I couldn't really find that much information about that book, but it did have a good star rating on iBook, so I downloaded that one. Then I got A Touch of Midnight by Lara Adrianne from the Midnight Breed series, and it is the novella, and I don't think you'll be able to see, but I'll try and show you. Just behind me is my bookcase just there, and I have 2 physical copies of books in the Midnight Breed series, so I downloaded the novella to read for that one. Then I downloaded From Gods to Monsters, and From Gods to Monsters, it is actually a collection of 5 stories, and I do have the stories here, I think. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, 5 stories. So the authors in this book are Denise Grove Swank, and she wrote Chosen, which is one of the stories in this book, and it is a urban fantasy. Story 2 is Samson's Lovely Mortal by Tina Folsom, and it is a paranormal romance. Story 3 is Sower of Dreams by Deborah Holland, and it's also a paranormal romance. Story 4 is Cage by Amber Lynn Untouched. I don't know how to pronounce the last name of this author, I'm sorry, but I will write it on the screen here somewhere. It is an urban fantasy, and the last story in that book is The Source of Magic by Kate Rowan, and it is also a paranormal romance. So I got that because they seemed really intriguing stories, so I definitely wanted to read that. And the good thing about that one is because it's 5 stories within a book, I feel like it would be a good book for me to read at work, so like on the way home on the bus or whatever, because they're going to be short stories, it would be a good book. So I got that one. Then I downloaded Dark Promise by Julia Crane and Talia Jagger, and I think that one actually might be a fairy book. I'm not 100% certain though, but I think that's what that is.